First, let's take a look at how items are classified. Here we see a sample multiple choice question taken from a Math 10C question bank. Below the question, you will see a collection of classification fields in blue and their corresponding values. An exam reviewer needs to understand what these fields represent in terms of the effectiveness and use of the item. At the bottom, we currently see the content fields: topic, objective, and unit. These fields ensure that the items are valid, that they come from the curriculum, and match the outcomes. Exam builders use the fields to choose items based on the outcome rows on the left side of an exam blueprint. Just above these content fields, we find fields related to standards: difficulty level, performance standard, cognitive level, and concept and content domain. Difficulty levels are judgments made by subject matter experts based on experience with the scope and sequence of the course in which the student is being assessed. These levels are easy, moderate, and difficult. Both the mathematics and science areas use acceptable standard and standard of excellence as their performance standards. These standards are used for difficulty columns on the exam blueprint. English Language Arts does not assign performance standards to items and uses difficulty levels for difficulty columns on their exam blueprints. Each subject area tracks cognitive levels. Mathematics and the sciences use conceptual, procedural, and problem solving. English Language Arts uses identify and differentiate, explain and describe, and analyze and assess. Or in the case of English Language Arts 30-2, analyze and apply. These cognitive levels are requirements of the prescribed curriculum, but do not necessarily indicate its difficulty. It is very possible for a conceptual item to be moderate or difficult, depending on the complexity of the concept. Final, equivalency, and diploma exams need a distribution of items according to cognitive levels. In addition, the sciences track content domains such as skills and science, technology, and society for many items. Having a distribution of items from these domains is a requirement, especially for those final equivalency and diploma exams. Next, we see in the same area, on the third line, fields related to results, difficulty score, and discrimination. The next two fields, difficulty score and discrimination, are based on results input by and calculated by an item analyst. An exam reviewer does not need to know how to calculate them, but should understand how they indicate the effectiveness of an item. The difficulty score indicates the percentage of students who answered the item correctly. A high percentage indicates that students did not find the item to be difficult. Conversely, a low percentage indicates that many students did indeed find it difficult. With this in mind, an exam reviewer compares the score with the difficulty level. If discrepancy is found, the item may be at fault. Looking at this example, the score of 80% is high and is consistent with the easy level. If the score were 40%, the item may be unclear to students or contain errors. The next field, discrimination, provides further information on the effectiveness of the items. The discrimination identifies the degree to which an item distinguishes between students who score high and those students who scored low. Discrimination scores from 0.2 to 0.5 show good discrimination. In short, most of the students who did well on the exam chose or provided the correct answer. As well, most students who scored low did not answer correctly. Lower discrimination may indicate poor validity in relation to curriculum or instruction, may indicate an unclear item, or even errors. Negative discrimination scores strongly suggest errors with the item. As a side note, difficulty and discrimination scores are calculated differently for essay type questions, but the same inferences can be made. Now you'll notice to the right of each distractor efficiency scores. These scores indicate the percentage of students who chose these distractors. In this example, B is the correct answer. As an easy question, the percentage of students who chose this distractor is quite high, as should be expected. Each of the other distractors have equal distributions. This makes this item very effective, with all the distractors being plausible. Now it's time to complete a short quiz. You'll find the link on the workshop webpage.